Hello, and welcome to Mind Your Head, a space for people to share their stories, talk openly and honestly about their own mental health challenges, and to give some listeners some comfort in knowing you're not alone. This episode is brought to you by TLC Recovery Centre on the Sunshine Coast. Head to TLC Sunshine Coast, use the code TLC15MYH to receive 15% off and experience it for yourself. Steph, welcome to Mind Your Head. It's such a pleasure to have you on today. We've had such a good morning already.
Yeah. I've lived 6 lives.
Yeah. I've dragged you along to a cold plunge, which I secretly knew you didn't want to go to, but we did it anyway.
Yeah,
even though it was only for 2 minutes.
Yeah. We're in the sauna for ages, dude.
No,
I walked out there feeling depleted. He's like, do you want to go on the other one? I was like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah, like for a top-up.
How was that? I literally was like, we were in there for like 25 minutes. He's like, top-up, guys. I'm like.
Top-up at 85 degrees? I was like, nah, bud.
Do I look like I need a top-up?
Yeah, you being sarcastic? Yeah. I'm dying here.
Yeah, literally. I'm like crawling out, reaching for my water bottle.
But a good little prep for the chat today. I think we're fully relaxed.
Yeah, now I'm so zen.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you go much like ice bars and saunas and stuff?
Not really. I respect people that like to do it, but like in terms of like recovery purposes, I think there are better things you can do.
Like what?
Stretching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that means a lot to me that you actually agreed to come along this morning.
Yeah.
When secretly you were like,
I was like this idiot. Well, you can't really like invite someone to go stretch for 40 minutes.
No. Plus, you did the high rocks on the weekend.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was awesome. We fell short again. It's funny because my doubles partner that I do it with, his name's Arthur. He's a legend. He's a fucking beast. Like, he's so good at what he does. We're so different. Like, I love to set goals that are achievable, and he's so like shoot for the stars, and like he fucking loves falling short because it just lights a fire for him. So like, the first time we did it, and this was my first ever high rocks, we did it in Perth, and he's like sub 60, which is like a massive, massive achievement. People just like, it's like anything, like people start getting better at it and you compare yourself to the elite and people are like, okay, like sub 60, that's achievable.
That's the goal.
It is not achievable for most people. Like that is ridiculous. Like the first time we did it, we ran like a 4:02 average pace and we got an hour, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And 3 minutes is a big difference in the race too. Yeah,
like,
massive.
Yeah.
And so obviously I was, we walked away super disappointed. But he was right. Like, disappointment is probably the biggest motivator.
Yeah.
So we, trained super hard leading into Melbourne, which was like 2 months later. And we PB'd by 3.5 minutes. But again, he was like, at the time he was like, sub 58, that's us. And I'm like,
sub 58.
Dude, I feel like you might be getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, but like, again, I mean, then our average runs were like 3:49 and like there were so many wins to take away. And we walked out of the race and we booked Auckland. So like it's a different approach to me because like I walk away and I'm like deflated. I'm like, that sucks. Yeah. But I mean, it's keeping us on track, I guess.
I think you need those people in your life to like, because they make you realize what's actually possible. Because that's a bit like me where I'm like, I've got a goal and I'm like, I know that I can achieve it and it feels good when I achieve a goal, but you surround yourself with people that, want to strive higher than that. Yeah. And it almost pushes you outside your limits of what's capable. And then you start achieving those things and you're thinking, fuck, I actually like can do more than what I think I can.
I'm not going to put this all down to Arthur, but like genuinely, I met him 18 months ago. In that time, I did my first marathon, done 2 high roxes. I've run 2 half marathons, PB'd both of them. Like, he has just, like, he's the most driven person I've ever met. And it's just, like, contagious.
Yeah. It rubs off on you. Yeah. You can say that in front of the camera and just go straight down there and just thank Arthur for it. No.
Arthur, thank you so much. I love you.
So are you doing that with Arthur in Auckland?
Yeah.
As well?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. He's, like, my main man. Like, he literally, when I told him, he's also my physio.
Perfect.
Yeah. So when I moved to Melbourne, I had no friends. I didn't know anyone. And I was like super out of my comfort zone. I had a trip to Bali booked already. So I had to fly back to Brisbane and then fly to Bali. And when I was in Bali, I went to a gym and I met these 3 blokes. It was Arthur, George and Josh. And they sat there and they were the funniest guys ever. Like, he's got this big mustache, like, and he's like super like big Greek dude. And I was like, and he's like just chatting to me and he's like, I'm from Melbourne. And I'm like, dude, perfect. I've just moved to Melbourne. I'm like, I have no friends. can I be your friend? And he was like, yeah, I'll hit you up when we're all home. Anyway, got home, teed up like a session with him, went and trained with him. And I was like, at the start, I was like, he's a quirky dude. Like he was so out there and he just doesn't give a fuck about what anyone thinks about him. Like I was like, this guy is.
It's refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, like he's got like, wears his rainbow Crocs everywhere. I remember the first time I went to his like CrossFit gym with him. He was like doing the whole thing in like rainbow Crocs. And I was like, who is this man, bro?
Legitimately does not care.
Yeah, does not care.
Yeah.
And yeah, then started training with him more. Signed up to, he works at 98 in South Melbourne, which is like a gym. Signed up there and yeah, he just became my best mate. He's my physio, he does everything for me. The day, like I told him on a Wednesday that I was going to fly to Adelaide and do a marathon and he booked flights and he flew out. He flew out on Saturday night and got there at like midnight and then the run was on Sunday and he did like 22 kilometers of following me around this course.
What a good mate.
He is like the best person in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny. Like, and people always like sit there and they're like, that's so like, oh, there's like nothing romantic there. And I'm like, if you had a friendship like that, you would not want to ruin it.
No.
Like not one part of me.
And it's so cool because a lot of people don't have a relationship like that, like friendship like that.
No.
Yeah.
No. And I hadn't until I was like 23 years, I never had a friend like that. It's crazy.
What a good mate. Like, would you have done all these things if it wasn't for him in terms of like you wouldn't have?
No. Mainly like it's not necessarily like a lack of capability as much as like I just didn't believe in myself enough. And I just, like he's been
Sky's the limit now.
Yeah, sky's the limit. I can do
you're saying in the sauna that you want to go to Worlds in Sweden or something?
No. Like I will go to Worlds. I'm actually.
Sorry, correct me.
Yeah. Sorry, I am going to Worlds. I'm going to Sweden. I don't have my ticket yet, but I'll get it. I'll qualify somewhere.
Fuck, that's sick.
Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Do you find yourself sort of looking back and reflecting and going, fuck, I've changed a lot, even in the last 18 months, like I've changed a lot?
That was like the biggest thing about why I moved to Melbourne. I think it was so hard to leave. I didn't think I'd ever leave the Sunshine Coast. It is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. The lifestyle's amazing.
I'm still staunch Sunny Coast.
Yeah, like why would you want to leave? It's fucking unbelievable. You don't get winter. Like the weather's great. The people are nice. Everything about it is awesome. And like I remember I'd like looked back on the last like 12 like months I'd had there and I thought to myself like there were so many things I was doing and I was ticking off. Like these goals, these big life goals that I really wanted. I bought a brand new car, which I never thought I'd do. I went back to uni after like having a year off because I was just chopping and changing degrees and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And, you know, I was doing all these things. Like I'd moved out of home. I mean, I was looking at buying a place. Like there were so many things that I was doing, but I felt stagnant. Like I could not tell you one way as a person that I'd grown in the last 12 months. And I was doing all these things and I'm like, where am I like lacking here? And I didn't necessarily like want to leave because up until like getting in that car and starting to drive down to Victoria, I was seriously in doubt about whether it was the right decision. I was so fucking scared.
But it's like getting outside your comfort zone for like, because I had the same feeling too. Like when I was at school, I finished high school, I went straight into the army, moved straight out of home. Moved down to New South Wales and was there, you know, and then moved up to Townsville. But I had the same feeling. Like I and when I would come back, when I was still in the army, have a couple of weekends off, I'd come back to Sunny Coast and all the boys are doing the same thing. Like years later. And I'm just like, fuck, everyone's like, even though it's an amazing place, I'll retire there. Like I'll bring up a family there.
I can't wait to go back and retire.
In terms of like, that drive to, you know yourself more or evolve or chase your dreams, it doesn't have that sort of lifestyle. It's very like slow paced. It's very relaxed. You can sort of do what you want. Shops close like you know, early in the afternoon. Like no one.
Dude, when I first moved to Victoria and you could do your groceries in on a Sunday night, I was like 6 p.m. guys, like the shops are shut. They don't shut here.
I would like come down here and ask the kitchen if they're still open at like 8 o'clock at night, and they're like, yeah, the kitchen's still open.
Honestly, it kind of shits me. Like you can't get a dinner booking until like 9 p.m. and I'm like, well, that's bedtime.
That's bedtime for me.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Like I had that same feeling as well. So when you first moved down,
you sort of making friends. Was it easy to fit in? Like, I know you had got Arthur, that one friend. What was the transition like? It's not in terms of like, fitting with friends, but also the lifestyle. Like, it's very, like, city living is very different to sunny coast living.
Very different. Yeah. Firstly, I moved to Brunswick. I'm going to be very careful. I moved to Brunswick from Queensland, and it was a culture shock.
Was it?
It was so different. Like,
in what way?
No, there were just so many things that were so not what I was used to. Like, everyone back home was just so straighty 180. Like, everyone is like copy and paste, and you come here and people are just not scared to be themselves. And, I was just shocked. It was very different.
Did you like that? That vibe, or
kind of, yeah. I liked that it was different to home, because I guess that's what I was chasing. But then, it was also weird. I felt like I didn't really fit in. Like, I wasn't exactly sure what to wear, what to do, what to eat, what not to say. That was a big one.
What not to say?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do we have our own slang up in Queensland?
Yes. And there are words that can fly in Queensland that don't fly here.
Oh, really? Educate me.
Can't say.
You can't. Is it a swear word? Oh, can't say that.
No.
Oh, really?
No.
What do they say?
Well, not that.
So you got called out a few times?
Yeah. I remember distinctly going to the pub one time, and I was like, said it. Yeah. And literally, like, the whole table went silent, and I was like, what have I done?
What did I say?
Yeah, it's just it's very woke.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Okay.
It's like, it's been good for me.
Did you feel like you fitted in back home? Like, did you feel?
Partially, yeah. Yeah, and I think especially Queensland is very, like, social media driven as well. Like, as soon as I started getting a bit of a following, it was like everyone was like so cool with being your friend. Whereas, I don't know, also, like, obviously nothing goes unnoticed back home as well. So like, everything that I did, like, when I started doing OnlyFans, it was like, it was a massive deal. And I remember my mum was away. She was in Africa, and I'd started.
She's living her life.
Yeah, she's so random like that. And she came home, and I remember I was like, oh, fuck, like, I could probably get away with not telling her for a bit. And anyway, I sat her down and I was like, Mum, I've started doing this thing. This is kind of what it's about. And she's like, well, how much money do you make? And I'd been doing it for 2 weeks, and I told her, and she goes, bloody beautiful. I've got some good ideas for you. And she's gone,
fuck off.
No, she's literally the most supportive, like, beautiful woman in the world. She has my back. Like, I've never felt so supported by anyone in my life.
She's your mate. Like, she's
like,
the best mate.
Yeah. Like, I would take a bullet for her, and she would do some bad things for me. Like, she's literally telling me this, and she's like, Steffi, I'm thinking we give you a brolly. We have you out the front. I'll get the hose on you. And I'm like, no.
Mum, I don't need
She's like, we'll get Jess, who's my sister. We'll get Jess to, like, take the photos, and I'll hold the hose, and you just, like, stare. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Is this a bit?
It's almost like I was like, sick. She's getting around me, and I'm like, maybe too much.
She's a little bit too supportive. Just tone up the parenting just a little bit.
The amount of times she'd be like, do you reckon there's like, do you reckon like I could do something like that? I'm like, Mum, I'm telling you, there's a niche. Like, people love that shit.
People love that shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
that's a rabbit hole that we're not going down today.
Yeah, we're not going down that.
So have you always had that relationship with your mum?
Yeah.
Like, super close from the very start?
Yeah. She did the mum and dad thing really well. Like,
okay.
I don't have a relationship with my dad.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking funny one, because everyone goes, oh, there it is, fatherless. But I also had a fucking awesome stepdad.
Yeah. Okay.
And he did a really, really good job of just being my dad.
Yeah.
Like, I never felt like a stepdaughter ever.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, my mum was a single mum for a bit there before she met Paul, my stepdad. And yeah, she's awesome. She's always done such a good job. She's like gone above and beyond. I wouldn't change the way I grew up at all.
Do you have any relationship with your
dad?
Yeah, dad.
No.
Haven't met him.
I have.
Yeah.
We used to do like week on, week off.
Yeah.
And then basically, he had like some serious problems with like he has really bad addiction issues as well, with like drugs and alcohol. And so when my sister was like getting on in school, we were like to mum, you know, I think it would probably be better if we had more time at your house, just because it's like a really like tough environment for like to go through school with dad. So it was going to be like 10 days, 4 days. But my mum obviously like earned a lot more money than my dad, and he was unemployed. And so he didn't get child support anymore. And he was like, quite literally, it was just like, we go back to week on, week off, or that's fucking it.
Fuck.
And he's like, I don't really care about seeing the girls. And that was literally the last time I heard from him until we had this like massive, when I was like about 18. So that was like from like 12 to 18. And my sister tried to kill herself, and she was in a hospital in Brisbane, but we didn't know where she was. And I randomly got a call from my dad, and I didn't even know the number, and I picked up. And he was like, oh, is your mother there? And I was like, no. Like, he's just fully using me as like a vessel to like talk to mum. Like he has mum's number as well. And he was like, your sister's in hospital. She's tried to kill herself. And I was like, what hospital is she in? Like, any more detail? And he literally gave me nothing else and like ended the call. And I called mum, and my mum was just like so nonchalant about it. Like, I was like, what the It's obviously it's a really weird thing to deal with, but my family was just in all sorts. Like, firstly, no one knew what hospital she was in. My dad was obviously like, for some reason, the name, like my sister's like next of kin and emergency contact. And then the only reason mum got contacted is because my dad wasn't vaccinated, so I couldn't go into the hospital. So they reached out to mum, and then we worked out where she was. But it was just like the biggest kick in the fucking dick ever. I was like, he's actually not a good person at all. And like that whole time I was like holding on to hope that like, you know,
once it gets better.
Yeah, like life's fucking tough. Like I get it.
Yeah.
But like I have absolutely no time for him. Don't want a relationship with him. Don't want anything to do with him. He didn't like play any part in my life. But yeah, it also like gave me such a massive respect for my stepdad, especially like the older I get, the more I'm like, to raise, especially being a man, like raising daughters, to raise someone else's kids is fucking tough.
It would sort of highlight the love your stepdad would have for you, that your own father didn't want a bar of you, and this other man's come in.
Yeah.
That's not his child.
No.
And it's showing you the love, the guidance.
I don't understand, like, because I look at other people's kids and like, although, you know, I mean, kids are kids and you want to, you know, look out for them. Like, not one part of me would do anything near what Paul did for me. I'm like, where does that come from? I don't know. Like, he's just...
It's hard to sort of empathise because obviously he's got his own addiction issues and that sort of thing. So it's hard to sort of like... And you could go in this like role, like this cycle of like trying to figure out why. Yeah. But again, it doesn't like... doesn't change anything.
It's just like... I just have no patience for my dad about it. Like... We have like a really, like it's genetically, we're all very inclined. From my dad's side, everyone's very inclined to like addiction. My sister was an alcoholic and after she tried to kill herself, like she's been sober for 2 years. It's the same. Good. Yeah, it's the same reason. Like I can't say I've ever really like had like a massive issue with alcohol, but I'm like, it's just easier to be sober. It's easier to not do drugs. It's easier to be sober. It's easier to not like to get off nicotine because everything I get addicted to.
Well, it's almost like your addiction now is competing or high rocks like that.
Yeah, it's like training. I absolutely overtrain.
Do you?
Yeah. I will literally get addicted to anything.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to addicted to anything, it may as well be.
Better this than heroin.
Yeah. Is that what Mum always says?
Yeah, Mum always says.
What's the relationship like with your sister? Are you very close with her?
My eldest sister, we're actually, I wouldn't say we're not close, we're just very, very different. And I have a lot of respect for her and she has a lot of respect for me, but also just on very different like paths in life.
Yeah, different journeys, yeah.
Yeah, she's just bought a house with her partner, you know.
Live in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Settle down.
For them. And she's we're just into very, very
different things.
Yeah. But I have obviously a lot of love and respect for her. But it's not like a relationship where we talk all the time. Even before my stepsister moved to Melbourne, she's someone like she's always been like my best mate. Like I talk to her all the time. Like we'd call every day. But yeah, I don't have that same, like I'm not super close with my sister, but like we have like a really strong bond. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You mentioned in the sauna, I actually didn't know this about you, but you mentioned in the sauna, we had in the hot plunge that you sort of had some, body issues growing up. Like you're overweight, which is like I don't believe that now because obviously you're so fit.
Yeah.
But did you grow up sort of having?
I was a big back.
You said you were a bit.
Yeah, I was.
You said you were a bit chubby. Like
yeah.
Did you have some sort of weight issues growing up, or you did?
I actually got bullied all through like primary school mainly. Like I went to a really nice high school. But I mean, kids are kids. You know what I mean? They just don't think before
they'll
they
latch
speak.
onto something.
Yeah. And so yeah, I was overweight growing up, and people always like commented on it, and like it really, really got to me. Like I'm talking like I was like 80 kilos. Like like right now I'm like 57. Like I was like.
What, 80 in primary school?
Yeah, like I was really large. Like
right.
I want to get up a photo.
Get up a photo.
I was like I was a big bitch, but
was it? Do you reckon it's obviously like something to do with your dad, your absence of your father, like that? This the instability at home.
Definitely use food as like a coping mechanism.
Yeah,
I used to binge like massively.
It's the addiction side of you, like coming out on food.
Then, I mean, I'll get into the next bit, but it gets worse.
Oh, does it?
But yeah, I was really overweight, and then my mum was really concerned about how I was like spoken to and treated and how upset it would make me. And so she started me, like we started doing this thing. I think it was called isogenics at the time. It was like where you like replace 2 meals with shakes at 13. And then I developed a really, really bad eating disorder.
Oh, you went the other way?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, and like still now I have issues. I think the best thing for me has been honestly running and training, because running it gives you feedback instantly if you're underfueled. And like the best way, like I eat to fuel. I don't even like the relationship I have with food now is like I don't actually get a lot of enjoyment out of eating. Like I find it's very difficult, but like because there's a purpose behind it, and like I can do that. I can eat to fuel.
It's like carbs, proteins, recovery. Like I need this for my body.
Yeah, honestly, what I've eaten in the last 3 days, it's literally just been carbs.
Do you find it's hard to balance, the healthy and unhealthy versions of that? Like do you sometimes, I don't know, go out for dinner or like, oh, I'm a sucker for a cupcake. I fucking love cupcakes. Do you ever just be like,
I do love a sweet treat.
A sweet treat?
Yeah.
I had a guy yesterday bring in a almond croissant, and I was like,
I love almond croissant.
So do you allow yourself to indulge?
Yeah,
or you don't sort of hold yourself back or anything?
There's like, the restriction thing doesn't work for me. I also had this, I have like lots of mates that are really into nutrition. I remember it was, I've had so many people like say to me, like, if you were really dialed with your eating, like, you could look a certain type of way or whatever. Like, I remember it was my birthday and I went to breakfast with like some mates, and my friend Tom was there, and he was like, he's like, I'm not gonna have a bite of this almond croissant. Like the girls got 2 almond croissants and they were on the table, because he's like, I need to be like so dialed.
Yeah.
And I was like I respect that, but that's just not the way. Like I can't have that relationship with food, because like I also like I'll like sit there and track absolutely everything. Like,
see, that becomes a little bit unhealthy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Yeah.
Like I definitely don't have a perfect relationship with food, but it's better than it was.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because
is any relationship perfect with food though?
I went through a negative period because I had gut issues trying to put on weight for rugby. And then when I stopped playing, I was still eating like I was playing footy, and I was putting all this weight on, and then I had to actually realize
I'd absolutely be screwed if I stopped exercising as much as I do.
And I had to either stop the eating all the calories or keep training like I was training. So I had to find like a happy medium, and then I I went and saw my doctor about it because I went and did a microbiome test on, saw sort of, what I should be eating, what I shouldn't be eating, the foods that I should be having, all this sort of stuff. And I took it too literal. I saw what was on the list of what I can't have and saw the list on what I can have.
Yeah.
And it was like a yes or no. So I went through like a proper good year of eating everything on that list. And if anything like was in the meal, if I went out for restaurants that was on that list, I would be like, nah, can't eat here. And people are like, it's all good. I'm like, it's not all good. Like, I can't have this for my body. And then I had to go through a period of like, you just got to chill out. Like, majority of the 80-20 rule, like eat all that. And then
I feel like I need to have the freedom to do both. Otherwise, like, it's not a good life to live.
Have you found a photo?
Nah, I'm getting there.
So
actually,
you went from overweight
You're
to.
going to die when you see this photo. You like that?
Did you have to go? I should probably talk into the mic, shouldn't I? What?
Yeah. Like may she rest in peace.
We'll have to fucking. I think I'm gonna show the camera this, but
no, we need to get a photo for people. I feel like they need a good visualization.
I wonder if they can see that. You can see that?
You can see.
Yeah. He's like, whoa.
He's gone, holy shit.
That doesn't look like you.
I know.
So do you reckon it was like the stress eating? Like just all the stuff that's happening at home, the coping mechanism. So how did it go from that to an eating disorder?
Well, I just loved the validation I was getting from losing weight. Like I felt
you look so good.
Yeah, I felt amazing. So good. And like hearing people like talk about me positively and like the way I looked for once, I was like, wow.
It's addictive.
That's addictive.
Yeah. I want more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just kept going.
How bad did you get?
Like really bad. Like even like I was probably 13 to like 19 was fucked. Like I'm talking it started off with like I was bulimic. I'd probably binge and purge once a day. It was usually after school. Like I would restrict all day at school and then I'd come home and I would go fucking crazy and like just eat for like 2 hours straight. And then I would like go to the bathroom, make myself sick. And yeah, I did that religiously. And then like it was weird once I finished school too that I was like, it totally like threw out what the normal routine was. But yeah, it was really, really bad. And there were times like, especially after school, where it was like, it would be like 3 times a day, like every meal. It
might sound like a silly question, but in the moment, did you realize how bad it was? Or was it just your reality? Or did it click for you one time and was like, fuck, this isn't, like, I'm not okay here?
Nah, even now, like you can still live a normal life and do that. Like it is a fucking miserable life though. Like having food control everything. Like I wouldn't ever go out and like eat or drink socially because that was just way too uncomfortable. Like it was like mentally exhausting, but physically I wasn't really seeing any negative repercussions. It does get to a point though where you like plateau. So like the last like 5 years I was doing it. I wasn't like doing it necessarily to lose weight. It was just part of like what I did daily. And it became a massive coping mechanism for me in terms of like stress relief. Like I went and saw lots of people, like psychologists about it. And, we talked about when it happens and why I think it happens. And like at the start I was like, it's just circumstantial. Like if there's no one home and like it's easy, then like sure. But actually like was more of a like if I felt stressed, it would lead me to binge. And then if I binged, I would have to purge. But it makes you feel crook. Like it's actually terrible.
Did your mum know or did anyone know about it?
Not for the first probably like 2 years. It is probably the only thing in my childhood that I think my mum probably could have dealt with better. In saying that.
In what way?
If I was in her position, I wouldn't know what I would have done either.
Yeah.
She, when she like found out, she was like, she made me like sit down and tell everyone in my family. And it was so embarrassing.
It would be.
I was so embarrassed. I felt stupid and dumb and alienated. And I remember my sister Grace being like, dude, I feel like I can't even look at you the same. Like you
would have felt so misunderstood too. Like everyone's like, why?
I felt like the bad guy. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking disgusting. I can't believe but I couldn't. I also wasn't just like gonna stop. And then my mum was also like very restrictive about what was gonna be in the house. Like it gets to a point though that like I would binge on like oats and water. Like it didn't matter what it was. It was more about the act of doing it. Like it wasn't necessarily because I wanted the best of both worlds. I wanted to be able to eat food and still lose weight. Like I was just doing it to do it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How did you get out of it?
Honestly, I mean, I still have like issues with food to this day, but training, like running was like the biggest help for me. Like I went and saw so many specialists about it, and it was like there are so many processes you can do, and it's like firstly you do this and you strip it right back and you eat these things, and you know you have comfortable foods and you learn the psychology around it and the warning signs, and so like I have a pretty good like understanding of it. And
did that
like
help?
I know people say knowledge is power, but sometimes I think it like goes the other way. Like I was sitting there and I was like, no, I'm not going to stop. Like I understand it. And now it's just pissing me off. It's kind of like, I feel like sometimes when I'm in a really like, if I have like a really bad period or I'm in a dark place and I have all these tools and I know like the warning signs to look out for, when you have all these tools and you apply them and it's not fixing the problem, then you're like, oh, I'm really fucked. Like, what are you meant to do then?
Working.
Yeah.
It's almost you had to find another vice.
Yeah.
Like you went from eating disorder and then you go, I need to get fucking into running.
And this is what people say to me all the time. They're like, you didn't solve the problem. Like you just, you know, pivoted. And I was like, sure, but like I pivoted like somewhere better. You know what I mean?
Pivoted pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think about myself too, because I was borderline addicted to alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
And now my addiction is growth and making myself feel better and the saunas and feeling healthy. I was waiting for you to stop.
Yeah. Not like
you weren't even sweating.
I stopped sweating, bro. I was depleted.
There was no more water left in the body.
I'm
sorry about that. But yeah, I feel the exact same, that like my addiction is always going to be there. I don't think it's about control, like, you know, not being addicted at all.
Yeah.
I think it's like controlling it and pointing it towards something that's going to be useful and beneficial for you rather than, you know, going to be hurtful.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's going to be very hard. And I think that comes from people that maybe don't know about.
I'm sorry, but it is so much more powerful to like be able to have control over it. Like when I talk to someone that's like been addicted to anything and like the respect I have knowing that you like have control over that and you every single day you make a decision. Like I have mates that can like hit a fucking glizzy on a night out and put it down and not worry about it. Or like, you know, have a drink on a Saturday and then probably not drink again for 3 weeks and then do it again on another Saturday. That isn't me.
Yeah. We're all in, all or nothing.
Yeah, literally. So when I meet someone that like is the same thing and goes through the same battles, like regardless of what it is, I'm like, I respect that because I know what it takes. Because you think about it all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't just go away.
Yeah, especially if all my friends are still in that scene.
Yeah.
So when I go out and socialise with them, I'm looking around and I'm like,
oh,
I remember
the bag's talking to you. You're going,
I remember those days. Those days were pretty good.
Yeah, I know, dude. Oh, God. Yeah.
But it comes a time. You mentioned earlier that, you know, you still have, you know, issues with your body and maybe even how you look, which is surprising to me just because, like, you do, you know, online presence with social media. You also do OnlyFans, and my, you know, assumption around people that do that is just like they must be so comfortable, confident with how they look. They all look amazing. You obviously look amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm in my own assumptions of like she wouldn't have any insecurities around your body at all.
No.
Is that further from the truth?
Yeah, I'm probably like one of the most insecure women you'll ever meet. Nah, honestly, all of us are insecure. But like, but seriously, like, it definitely, I wouldn't say there's like a direct correlation. If anything, it's been really good for me because, you know, I put myself out there and I actually get a lot of positive, like no one is paying for my OnlyFans to like get on there and talk shit about me and be like, yo, your titties aren't even. You know what I mean? Like if they're paying for it, like good chance they're going to be nice to me.
They're fans.
Yeah, they're fans. They like what they see. But yeah, it's also like, yeah, like, and my body's gone through so many changes. Like I've done OnlyFans for 3 years. Like I haven't always looked exactly the same.
Do you love how you look?
Do I love how I look? I love what my body can do. I think
You're
honestly,
so performance driven, eh?
yeah, like it's so funny. Like in the last 3 years, probably the worst I've ever felt about my body was after I did a marathon. I was like, my body was really inflamed. I was bloated for like a month after. I had heaps of hormonal issues. And like it was giving me acne. It was causing weight gain. And like I was having all these issues. And I was down so bad about it. And I literally had to write on sticky notes and put it on my mirror like, you're fucking awesome. And I literally used to like stand there in the mirror and I was like so upset. And I was like, that is so embarrassing, dude. Like your body has done such crazy shit and you're sitting here shitting on it for what?
Yeah, judging it.
Like that is so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not fucking proud that you went out and did something like that?
Yeah.
Like who cares? It's not that deep.
Is that the constant dialogue that you have with yourself?
Yeah. I can't take the gentle approach. Sometimes it's got to be like.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah. Like don't carry on about shit like that. Because I've never looked at a woman and been like, my God, she looks a little bit bloated today. Like, she must be on a period.
Yeah,
like,
especially after doing like a marathon and being
literally.
like.
I'm like, if your body can do that, that's just insane.
Yeah.
Like have some respect.
That's something actually I learned in therapy because I had really bad self-talk, like terrible. I would have I remember like having conversations with people out and about and I would try to be funny or charismatic or, you know, try to fit in or something. And I would go home and analyze everything that I said in that conversation and go, why the fuck did you say that for? You're not funny, everything. I'm like, why would you say that?
You're such a talker, but like, I feel like you're so,
but
it just all comes so naturally.
I was so insecure around what I was saying and putting off this persona of what I wanted you to think of me. Yeah. And that I was so insecure about the real me that I never showed the real me until I got home and the real me would be like, you're not funny. Like, why are you trying to be like that for?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like I went to therapy and was like, if your best friend came to you, what would you say to them? And I'll be like, oh, like so supportive and understanding and kind and caring because you need to do that to yourself. So when they're like, you need to treat yourself like your best friend. So when, you know, if you said something you thought, you know, wasn't funny or you didn't land properly or, you know, you felt awkward in a situation, don't beat yourself up about it. Like think of it's your best friends coming to you. And I'm like.
We have the same therapist. Literally my therapist was like to me, she's like, I need you to picture yourself. I picture little Steph. Yeah. And that one got me.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've done
what are you going to, like, what would you do? How would you act? How would you talk to her? Because I would be very nice to little Steph.
Do you read books?
Yeah.
Okay. I do a lot of book recommendations. So when I'm doing this,
I got one for you.
Okay. So Eternal Family Systems. Have you read it? IFS. No. So the crux of it is like there are like your own internal family systems, which is like when you get triggered or when you get insecure as an adult, it's your younger version of yourself that either didn't get attention, didn't get love, didn't get what they needed at that time. And in that moment, you've got to stop yourself and have a physical conversation with your younger self and either like reassure them that like, yeah, you didn't get the love back then, but I love you now or you feel safe. And I read the book and I started doing that. And like I would get really anxious in social setting because I was so insecure about saying the wrong thing or how I was going to look or showing the real me that like still in social situations when I'm out, I'm like, oh, what am I going to say? Like no one wants to talk to me. I don't know what I'm going to say. Yeah. And it's just like that little version, Ellie. It's so like scared, uncomfortable. And I would have to be like, it's all good, buddy. Like we're confident people. We got lots of things to offer the world. Like people want to talk to us. It's all good.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, I honestly have that all the time. Even in situations of when I feel fear, like I don't want to do these things. It's just a little Ellie will come up and be like, do you really want to do that? Like fear's pretty scary. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's all good. I got you. Come with me. Oh. You know, and it's really helped me out. So that's a great.
How you talk to yourself really, really matters.
Yeah.
It's like, do I 100% believe that I'm going to go to Sweden? Like, if scares me saying it out loud because I'm like, people are going to like fucking watch this back and be like, dude, this bitch didn't even make it to Worlds. But like the more I say it, literally, the more I say it, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, it's so important because I know firsthand when your self-talk can get you into a lot of trouble. Like my mental health went downhill and I really struggled because of the self-talk that I was giving myself. And I thought to myself, well, if my self-talk can get me into these issues, well, positive self-talk can like get me out of these issues.
Out of
and like
anything.
I am
Change your mindset
my
around
own best
anything.
friend. I have chats to myself in the car, like
Me too.
you know.
I'm I actually heard this thing once that like some people like have to speak to themselves out loud, and some people have a voice in their head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak out loud.
Yeah, same.
So like,
And I catch myself doing it at the gym sometimes. I've got headphones on.
well, I wouldn't do that.
So I'm at the gym sometimes and I'm like in between sets or off and I'm like, yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, good work. Yeah, no worries. And then I'll lock eyes with someone and they're kind of like looking at me.
It's a song.
Yeah, I'm talking to someone. But really it's me. And I'm like, fuck, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I love that about myself. Like
Yeah,
I love that I'm able to have that relationship with myself because a long time I didn't have that sort of self-love. Is that been a journey for you finding that self-love?
Yeah, it's definitely it's the same thing. Like it's something you have to like actively work on every day because I just feel like naturally we're so negative about ourselves. And so like it's something you got to catch and you got to like work on all the time.
We spoke a little bit in the sauna about sort of the social media side of what you do and like how it becomes
social media.
Yeah, and like obviously it's your job. It's what you got to put yourself out there. Like I've gone through my own journey of having a toxic relationship with it where I deleted it, got it back to do the podcast, and it was a learning curve. Like I really had to like it made me when I deleted it like years ago. It didn't solve the issue. It just postponed me dealing with the issue. So when I like, got social media back, the same feelings were coming back up about it, but not. I think a lot worse because when I had it for my personal use, I was just showing people that I wanted what I wanted them to see.
Yeah.
Was this is the real me.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a mask that I was wearing or like this is the real version of me. So it really highlighted the things, all the insecurities of being liked and, wanting people to like my stuff.
Yeah.
That all came bubbling up to the surface again. And what I realized that I was doing was someone would comment on, a video and say, that episode was shit. And I would go, fuck, like that hurts.
It hurts too.
And then another person would say the exact, for the same episode would go, I love that episode. It meant so much to me. Thank you so much for sharing. And then I'm like back up here again.
Nah, all you need is one person too.
But what I actually realized I was doing was I was sort of like roller coasting because I was like feeling the lows and feeling the highs. And I was like, I need to stop doing this because it was such a roller coaster for me that I need to like acknowledge that people aren't going to like it. But also like, don't get too high when people do love it.
Yeah.
Like realize
that's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Because the validation feels good.
And I had to like ignore both of them. I'd be like, I appreciate the love. Keep it going. I love the love.
More of that.
More of that.
I mean, I'm not bothered, but more.
But also like I had to sort of remove myself that it's not part of my self-worth. Like whether someone loves it.
Yeah.
I was like walking around that day going, I feel good about myself.
It's like I'll have a video that does really well on TikTok and like it just puts a pep in your step.
Yeah.
Like it makes you
gone
feel
off to the gym or you're just like, fuck yeah,
literally.
I'm the man.
And people like bring it up to you and you're like, oh fuck, like that's so good. Then I have a period where I don't get like many views on any of them and I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So do you still have that internal battle now of like, because obviously you're, it's part of your job.
Yeah.
How do you balance the healthy side of it and then also, you just said then like when you don't get views, you start questioning like, do I need to change something up? Do I need to do something? And it's hard because it is part of your job.
I think
so. You've got to take notice of it.
It is really, really difficult and partially because a lot of my income comes from there too. Like I don't have anything else to fall back on. So when the views are down, like I'm like, that stresses me out. And not only that, like my reach matters as well because like everything from like OnlyFans just feeds from my social media. Like you can't advertise on OnlyFans. There is no feed. You scroll through to find creators. Like I need to be very careful about it because like social media platforms are very funny about it as well. Like I can't just directly post it on my Instagram story without getting my account shadow banned and shit like that. Like I need to be very smart about how I do it. But like, if my views are down on like TikTok and my reach is down on Instagram, then I'm not getting as many subscribers.
So you notice the correlation.
Yeah, it's a massive correlation.
Yeah, right.
Like if I have a video that randomly just does really well on TikTok and it could be anything. Like I'm talking running, I get that many people on OnlyFans are like, love your running videos. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
I love your cooking videos.
Yeah.
They're great.
I actually had so many people come up to me and be like, ask me about the rocky road. And I was like, really? I feel like that was
a hit.
Yeah, I'm like, good.
So when you see that pop off, that obviously translates to OnlyFans.
Yeah. But like, again, it's those videos that like when the ones where I'm like being personable and talking to the camera and like being myself, like you said, it's so fucking scary. There was like the first few years I was doing TikTok, and I had an account before this and it got banned, but the first like when I was growing my account, like I was solely lip syncing. Like I was just out there singing to the camera. Do you know what I mean? Like just being a hot chick. And it was easy and it was like stress free, and it got me far enough. And then like I had people give me advice and they were like, you should just be yourself. Like people will really like that. And I would, and then people would like comment on things and I would be like, it would break my heart. Like people would say things about me and I got so scared to do it. And my friend Johnny, who's really into running, he's from the UK, he would be like, you know, share this and like talk about your injury and talk about this. And I was like, dude, I don't want to. Like I don't, because I'm opening myself up for judgment.
Yeah, for the real version.
Yeah, and I don't want that, because right now someone can say something negative and I laugh it off and I go, what the fuck would you know? You don't know me. Whereas like these people actually know me. And like the people that come up to me and like ask about, or like say they watch my running videos or they watch like that's actually me. Like that's pretty well how I am.
So has it taught you to sort of, you know, address those insecurities and be like, that is me. I got to understand that not everyone's going to like me, you know?
I think once you come to terms with that, life gets a lot better.
Has it?
You can't make everyone like you.
Yeah.
Like you really can't.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a real drainer if you want to sit there. All you can do is be the best version of yourself.
Do you think it's hardened you up a little bit?
Definitely.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I got pretty thick skin, unless you're the 5 people that really matter to me in the world. Then
if they say
like
something.
if my mum said something, I'll be like, that I did something that she thought was embarrassing, I would cry for 6 days.
When do you feel like you're the most yourself? Is it on camera? Is it off camera? Is it like, I know on camera now that you're showing more of who you are, and before then, you know, the audience didn't see the real you. When do you feel most yourself?
That's a really good question. I think it's actually really dependent on who I'm around.
Yeah.
Like you make me feel very comfortable. Like so even like this morning, I just met you, we're sitting in the sauna and I felt like I was talking to someone that I'd known for ages.
Yeah, cool.
Whereas like if I don't get a good vibe from you or I don't feel very comfortable or you don't like make me want to open up, then I'm like really not going to give you a whole lot. I'm always like a pretty nice person.
Yeah.
But I can actually be like really closed off. Like most of the time I don't go around like telling people my life story, obviously.
Yeah, well, we had a good session in the sauna then, didn't we?
Yeah, legit. I was like, this man's in my head, bro. What the fuck?
I think we just have sort of similar personalities. I think that always helps. Like that, and you can pick up on the vibe, like especially what your friends talking to you about. Show more you.
Yeah.
Do you find when you show more you, the views go up, even though you might get a little bit of hate because you know you might get that. But I think
people actually love it, and it's funny because like when it's videos that I'm just talking, I know the ones that are going to do really well. Like when I went to post that video about me quitting vaping, firstly, I was so fucking scared. Like I was going to do it as soon as I like quit. Like I remember the night I put it down, but I did it 24 hours later. Like I'd done the first 24 hours because I was like, I need to make sure I get through this. But I was so scared. Like partially because I was really embarrassed that I'd been vaping for so long and doing what I was doing and preaching what I was preaching. And people were like, you're so cool and you're so into running. And I was like, I fucking hate that. I hate that like I'm going to feel like
a fraud.
Yeah. Like, and I'm not. I'm still doing all the things I'm doing, but I'm doing it and I have this fucking vice that I just can't.
I think that was your own internal like shame.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
You know, corrupting that, because a lot of people wouldn't have the same reaction or judgment that you have about yourself. But for you, it was just like, oh, this is.
I felt like I was living a double life.
This is a dirty little secret.
Yeah,
like, you know?
honestly. Yeah. And I was like, I knew it was going to do well because I knew people would be like, no way, this bitch has been vaping while doing marathons.
Like,
crazy.
But you that would connect with so many more people that are either vaping or secretly vaping.
Yeah.
And then
it's so funny because I had a girl come up to me at the gym and she goes, I literally was watching that video and I was about to pick up my vape. And I was like, girl, Been there.
We'll
Been there, a little scroll and a
Been there
vape.
too
There's
much.
nothing better.
A little doom scroll and a vape.
Oh, dude, take me back.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I can, don't even miss it.
Yeah, so there's authenticity that I found, like especially when I never used to share my story on this. It was always about the guest, and then I would have little like comments going, "I wouldn't mind hearing more of Elliot's story," and I'm like, I've got to talk about
here
my
we go.
Here we go. But like I've realized, like you being authentic, showing your genuine self,
Yeah.
like people connect with that. Like
Yeah.
people love that, and even like the vaping video, which I watched, I could see you being like you are so scared and like nervous and uncomfortable, but like the reaction you got was like so many messages from people going, "Fuck
The
yeah!" Like
influx, I was like, I could not believe it. I've never felt so supported in my life, and it actually like really did keep me going. Like there were so many times that, and I don't think I would have folded like if I'd just been doing it on my own accord, like without sharing it with anyone, but I had absolutely no option. Like it wasn't an option to pick it back up.
what a great indicator to show more of yourself. Like your mate was right. Like just to show, even though it's stuff that you
Oh no,
you didn't tell him though.
No,
You're right, mate. But like that's a great indicator for to show more of yourself on social media, and like they're the genuine connections that either like I'm not too sure if you're like correlated with your OnlyFans. Like did that video?
The amount of people that message me, and shout out to you boys on OnlyFans, because they always check in about the funniest things. 90% of the job is having conversations with these blokes, and like
normal everyday conversations.
everyday conversations. They just want to know how my day was. I asked how their day was. Seriously, it's like it's really really funny that like people have this like misconception that it's like about what it is. Firstly, it's as much as you want it to be. Like if you want to like get on there and paint, you can do that. Like if you want to, whatever you want to do, but if you want to go as far as like getting on there and like having sex, you can do that too. It's literally what you want it to be. And like, I think when you start, you set boundaries with yourself, and that's what I was very stern on. And like, you don't cross those boundaries no matter how much money people offer you. And like, that's what's kept my head so screwed on about it. Is like, I've said no to a lot of things because I set boundaries.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got to be hard-headed about it.
Exactly.
Have you been offered a lot of money
to do some weird
to cross those
shit.
boundaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not tempting?
I've always asked my guests, what are your 3 non-negotiables for living a healthy and full life? For me, it's movement, community, and good nutrition. I've learned that what you fill your body with plays a massive role in how you feel physically and mentally. That's why I use True Protein. They're an Aussie brand doing things the right way. Clean, natural supplements with no artificial additives or fillers. Everything's made in-house in Sydney's northern beaches using the highest quality ingredients sourced from around the world. Whether it's supporting energy, improving focus, or reducing fatigue, their products genuinely help me show up better every single day. And just like Mind Your Head, they live by values I stand by. Be true, be you, and take care of your whole self.
It's tempting.
It's tempting.
It's tempting.
Yeah. And I think society is still sort of, like we mentioned it before, I think society is still catching up to how we talk about, sexuality, to talk about like sex in general, like, sex workers, and also like owning their own choices. Like, I think, we've come a long way. And I know you mentioned that probably in the last 3 years, the conversations are changing, the stigma's changing.
Yeah.
When did you sort of start realizing or wanting to explore your sexuality and even like put it online?
That's a funny one, actually, because I don't think there was like, it was never like a slow burn like thing for me. I mean, my partner at the time was like to me, I think we could make a lot of money off OnlyFans. Have you ever thought about doing it? And I was like, mate, every girl's thought about doing it. We've all thought about it, but I wouldn't. And then funnily enough, I was working. I was studying law at the time, actually. I was working 2 jobs.
What?
Yeah. I studied 6 degrees.
Have you finished?
Almost there.
Are you
Don't
almost
ask.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Is this plan B?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sick.
But I actually have dropped out of law.
I take that back.
Yeah, no longer on that road. But I'm almost finished business and marketing, so I'm getting there. But yeah, I was studying and I was working my ass off. I was working at a cafe in the morning, then I'd go work at a pub at night. And I was just fucking drained all the time. And I was like, there has to be an easier way to make money because I'm going to be at uni for a really long time. Like at this point, I was on my 3rd, 4th degree maybe. And like,
We lost count.
yeah, like I was like, I'm going to be here for a while. Like I can't keep doing this. But that's actually like the amount I had to work. Like I was working like 35 hours a week studying full time. And I was like, that's what I had to do.
And just getting by too.
And just getting by. Like, and I'm watching people go to Europe for summer and I'm like, where are you guys getting this money?
How are they paying for that?
Yeah, what the hell? But yeah, I was like, there's got to be an easier way to do it. And then weirdly enough, I quit my job at the pub for some, actually like, it's funny. It's not funny. It's actually not funny at all. But I was working the pokies one night and I got touched up by this old bloke. And I went and I told the manager and he kind of was just like, oh, will you be right? You got 45 minutes of your shift left. And I was like, okay. So this cunt doesn't have my back. Yeah. And I did not go back into work for the next week and I was rostered on for the next 5 days. And no one reached out to me. And I was like, what? No one ever did a like incident report. No one offered anything. And then I went back in and I was like, this is like so not acceptable. And they gave me a card with the number to Lifeline and said like, you know, if you need to talk to someone, like call this number.
So zero duty of care.
Yeah. And anyway, I just
fuck this.
Yeah, I quit that job. And then I know this sounds like really backwards, but I was like, doing this gives me like power over this. Like I'm in control of what I put out there. I'm exploiting these men. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm taking their money and like I have the power. And so I did it. And
so in a weird way, it's empowering you.
Yeah.
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 Do you still feel like that?
Yeah. I mean, I like it's not this like awesome, amazing job that takes no work. It actually it's a really time consuming job.
Yeah, we spoke about it in the car.
Yeah.
Like it's the misconceptions around.
Massively. Firstly, it doesn't just like run itself. I mean, I know there are lots of people that get other people to run their accounts, but like I'm not going to outsource because I'm not going to pay someone to do a job I can do, especially if I'm not going to work another job on top of that. There's no reason I can't do that. That would be me being lazy. So I like, you know, respond to all the messages and do everything like that. And I make a little bit of money off social media, like Instagram and TikTok, inconsistently though. So like some months I'll earn a few thousand and then I might not earn anything the next month. So for that to just be my main stream of income would not be viable. But yeah, I have to like, it's why I'm so consistent on like Instagram and TikTok as well, because it directly feeds over to OnlyFans. And that's the only way I can like expand my reach there.
And also grow your personal brand. Like,
yeah.
A lot of people don't realize this. And something that I've learned sort of doing this podcast is like, this is your personal brand. Like this is your business.
Yeah.
Like people just think like, you know, you just take photos or videos or whatever it is. But it's just like, you've got to grow the brand.
Yeah. And it's not easy. And like at the start, like, you don't get paid for anything. Or like, you're just grinding for no reason. You're like, why am I doing this, dude? Like, what the fuck?
So, you know, there was we talked about shame before. Was there any sort of, did shame come into play when you were telling friends or family?
Once my mum was cool with it, she's really the only person that I was like genuinely
worried about,
concerned about. I think being from a small town, everyone was always going to know. Like, there was no hiding it. Steph Keenan does OnlyFans. Like, everyone knew. And at the time, I had a partner when I first started. And like we'd do it together and I felt very like comfortable and supported and everyone was very like
non-judgmental,
respectful to my face. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay. And again, everyone is going to run their mouth. Like but it was none of my business. Like, and I would have people come to me and be like, this person said this about you. And I was like, I actually don't want to know. I don't care.
I'd rather be naive and think no one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
Literally. Yeah. I'm like, it's actually none of my business. Like, I don't need this keeping me up at night. I don't care. So yeah, call me naive, but I just like, I really wasn't, I wasn't bothered. Like, life was fine. It was no different to how it was before that. If anything, social media changed it more than like OnlyFans.
How so?
Like, people just treat you differently when you have a platform. Like,
do they?
Yeah, even moving to Melbourne, like there's a lot of opportunities and there's a lot of things that like that don't really have to like pay for or like, you know.
Free doors start opening up.
Yeah. Like everyone's your best mate.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you question if they're being genuine or not? Like, are you giving me this because you like me as a person, or you just see my followers? And then it would be hard to sort of like
That's
trust.
why I'm very, very big on like, firstly, I think if someone's your friend, you should pay them full price.
Yeah.
I pay my gym memberships in full because I love the people that run my gym and their family, and I would never, ever, ever like rip off my family. And like it's the same thing. If Arthur's a physio, they offer me free physio all the time. I pay Arthur because he's a friend. Like,
don't treat me any differently.
No. And so I know that's a genuine connection. Like if I love and care about you, like I fucking hate the concept of mates rates. You should pay your friends full price.
If anything, like
I'll take
you're supporting me, I'm supporting you. Like,
I'll take anyone else for a ride. But like, if you're my friend, I'm not gonna like take a discount.
Has there been have you experienced a dark side of OnlyFans? You know, I know you put like boundaries in place. So you know, and you're very stubborn in terms of you know not crossing that boundary.
The worst thing about it is like just the misconception that it's a really easy, safe way to make money, because at the end of the day, like you definitely have the ability to make a lot of money, and it's not everyone is going to be not necessarily that lucky, but like if you don't have a platform, remember guys, porn is free. Like people can watch anything they want on the internet for free. So people need to have like a relationship with you or feel like, and that's where that's the secret sauce of OnlyFans is that we know them. Yeah, which is
we think we know them.
Really weirdly why OnlyFans got a lot better for me when I started posting talking videos, because people are like, I love this, or I love this about you. And I'm like, you don't know me, brother. But like, you know, people like that. Like there are lots of hot girls out there. Like do something different. Like be a little bit different. Be yourself. And people like Steph. And so they want to see Steph. Like, because you can watch any girl do anything if you Google it. If you Google it. I keep looking at the camera. I'm like, you can see that on the internet.
This is an educational podcast.
Yeah, honestly.
What was the first feeling like when, you know, you talked about dopamine hits and or have that addictive personality?
Oh, wait, before we get into the next bit. And the money side of things.
It's the money. That's what I was about to mention, the money side.
Yeah. I mean, at the start, it was awesome. I couldn't actually fathom, especially because I had been previously like working so hard, doing so many things, and I felt like I was like getting nowhere I thought I'd had a cheat code. I was like, wow, guys, I've hacked the system here.
Life's easy.
Life is easy. Guys, all you got to do is put your tits on the internet. It's that easy, but it's not. Like it is at the end of the day a business, and it's run as a business, and you have to save for tax. And if you're earning in the top tax bracket, you get taxed 40% of what you earn plus 10% for GST if they're not outside of Australia. So
half your money is gone.
Half your money is gone. So you could be earning really nice 6 figures, but they're going to take half of it. And the ATO is fucking relentless. I'm just letting you know.
They won't forget about it.
No. It could send you bankrupt. Nah, it's actually, and like there are so many things. I wish, if anything, just like do a little bit of research into like what it actually means to be a business owner and a sole trader. And because like there are things that I didn't know what a BAS was. Didn't know you had to pay it quarterly. Missed a couple of them. They got me. But yeah.
I love that you've learnt a lot of the things the hard way though. Like,
100%. Yeah. But it's like, it's so funny. And I know so many people that have done it that have never paid a cent of tax in their life. The ATO will find you.
Name shame.
Yeah. I will get you. But no, obviously like at some point you can get audited and then it's an issue. But yeah, you could definitely get away with not paying tax. But I mean, it depends where you're sitting on the scale, because when there's like an influx of money coming into my account, the way it was.
Yeah. It
raises alarm bells for the ATO.
Is that moment of getting money coming in?
Yeah.
Like when you first started sort of getting some traction.
Euphoria, bro.
Is it?
Oh my God.
I can only imagine when money started coming in, you're thinking, this is my new addiction. This is the best feeling.
Yeah. And it like.
You think likes and shares is good? Yeah, like a dopamine hit? Wait till you get people's hard-earned money.
It absolutely like changed my perspective, and it's funny because people always like, I live well below my means because when you see money like that come in, it's just like, and you can actually like work towards a saving goal because in this day and age to actually save is near impossible. So like when you're in a position where you can, all of a sudden you're like, you become the biggest tight ass ever. Like I don't want to spend my money on anything. And everything feels too expensive for me. Like I'm going to Aldi to get my meat. Do you know what I mean? Because it's
that's rough.
Yeah, like I'm. It's crazy, you know. Like I'm catching public transport. No, that's a lie. I always drive. But like seriously, like you want to make, like you can actually see the money grow. So it's like you get satisfaction out of that. Whereas like when you're chipping away, putting away $20 a week, it is a slow burn.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like it doesn't really do anything for you. But yeah, when you're earning more money and you can save more money and you can do all these things, like it definitely changes things. And having financial freedom, like
something that we all crave, like financial security and knowing that like you've got some money behind you. If emergency happens, you can pay your rent, you can pay all your bills, you can also live a comfortable.
I think the hardest thing for me was knowing that I couldn't give that to everyone that I cared about. Like I was like, even when I moved with the two girls I moved with, like I was like, girls, you don't need to worry. Daddy's got you. Daddy's got you, kitten. Like I was happy to like, I would spot anyone for anything. I remember do you remember I told you about the my mate that owned the CrossFit gym?
Yeah.
I lent him 10 grand because like he wanted to buy a ring, ended up being he wanted to buy a ring for his partner.
Good on you.
Yeah, and he was in some financial trouble and I was like, I want to be that person for him. I had a lot of respect for him at the time. And
did you want to be that person because you may needed that person when you were growing up? Like you wanted to be what you didn't have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'm not even generous in a way necessarily that's because like I find the benefit in being generous. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily doing it to take away or like ease other people's. I mean, that's nice, but I love seeing how it makes them feel and that makes me feel good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, how do you
it's a downfall.
Yeah. I'm broke.
Yeah. I've got nothing. That car, not mine.
I need that money back.
Yeah.
How do you think it's changed you? I know you said earlier that it's almost empowered you. Like you've got a lot of power over, over men, over situations where you may have lost power.
Yeah.
How else do you think it's changed you? Because
it's just given me a thick skin. Like honestly,
has it? Yeah.
That is probably the biggest thing is I just do not give a fuck what people have to say about me. And it's also like it becomes really hard as well because I can't understand why people don't speak their mind about things or like I just have not a lot of patience for people like, beating around the bush about things. So like if I have friends that are like, I remember I was seeing this guy and he's like, I'm just like, we'll just like keep it on the DL because like I just don't want, and I'm like, I cannot understand why you would why you would care what people have to say.
So he was embarrassed that he was with you.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't wrap my head around it. And like, yeah, there's just so many instances like I just have no fucking time for it. Like I even remember one of my friends was like, oh, I was seeing this guy and he sent me things from your OnlyFans and like I felt like I had to tell you because like I felt really uncomfortable about it. And I literally, he was from the gym actually. I went up to him at the gym. She was like, please don't say anything. And I was like, firstly, I'm sorry, babe, but you have no fucking right to tell me I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have told me if you didn't want me to say anything.
What do you think I was going to do with the information?
And I literally went to him and it had absolutely nothing about, I'm like, run your mouth because that's good for my business.
Yeah.
I'm like, you tell all your mates what you saw. You send the photos around. I'm like, that's going to benefit me. That's going to pay my rent this month. But what you do not have the right to do is to put my friend in that situation where she has to see something that she didn't want to see. I'm like, that is so wrong. And I was like, that is so fucking backwards and you had no right to do that. And I was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm like, it is illegal to share that content though.
It's written there.
Yeah, I'm like, I can sue you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Don't you ever put my friend in that situation again where she has to see something she doesn't want to see.
Yeah.
and they turn to water every time. Every time. He was like,
love that.
I'm so sorry. Like, that's not actually what I thought it was hot. And I was like, ew.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we don't need to get into it.
We've changed our tone here, haven't we?
Literally,
Yeah.
But it's been like I have such a backbone now. Like I just
you seem very confident.
Yeah.
You know, and even when you sort of there are little like cracks where you talk about sort of not liking food or liking how you look.
Yeah.
I think that's normal though. I don't want you to think that that's not normal.
I think that's absolutely
cool,
normal.
because I think everyone has their little insecurities or little things that but overall we're happy with how we are and how we look.
Definitely.
And like I learnt the hard way that people, like growing up, I was so into people pleasing and wanting to have friends and wanting to fit in that I was like a chameleon. I would just put on a different mask to be in different situations. If a bunch of girls were like, oh, we like this band, I'll be like, fuck yeah, I like that band too.
Me too.
Love it. Love them.
Name one song you like.
Yeah. So I was constantly changing myself to be liked and get attention and that. And what I realized when I was doing that I still wasn't getting what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, if I'm getting hated or if I'm getting, not the attention that I want or the love that I want from being someone else, like what's the fucking point of even like trying to fake it? Like you may as well be yourself. Like people are going to like you or hate you regardless of if you're faking it or if you're being real.
Yeah.
So you may as well, like it's
easier. It's more comfortable
less
to be yourself.
effort just to be yourself.
Yeah.
And like those people that do like you, for you, they're the ones that mean something to you, because the people that like you for not, for being fake, they're not liking you for the real you. So so I learned that the hard way that I'm going through a journey at the moment since I sort of turned 30, just trying to be more authentic, more genuine. And in the process, I'm actually losing some friends, but I'm actually gaining some other friends as well that actually, like me.
Do you know how fucking exhausting it is though to have like friends that don't actually bring a whole lot to your life? Like once you get rid of them, and
you gotta go through friend breakups.
Oh, it sucks.
I've gone through a couple friends breakups.
Me too. Recently,
recently.
And like she's a good girl, and I have absolutely no problem with her. But I'm like, you just don't make me the best version of myself, and it's fucking sad. And I don't want to ever put that like on her because she's like again a great chick, but I just don't like the person that I am when I'm around her.
And it's okay.
Yeah, that's sweet. We're not on the same wavelength. Yeah. That's cool.
And there's nothing against that person.
No.
Nothing against me. We're just sort of going our separate
It's hard
ways.
Though when someone doesn't feel the same way. It's like any breakup.
It's never mutual.
No. It never is. Someone always likes them a little bit more.
You kind of mentioned earlier on that, and it's something that I kind of wanted to talk to you about too, was you mentioned so your father wasn't in the picture and, you got a stepdad, and you said like, a lot of people are like, there it is, that's the way you do it. And I think the label that people throw around so often is like daddy issues.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to have that as the sole reason why, especially women go into like sex positive careers or I love to unpack that if you want to go into it. If do you find that the reason that you're sort of doing this line of work was the fact that your dad was absent, or do you think it was just a solely independent?
Yeah, this is a real kick in the dick for my dad. That's why I did it.
Yeah,
no,
it's like solely independent choice, because you hear so many of like, oh, no wonder she's done that. Like her dad wasn't around, and like it's so easy to sort of, because you did have a stepdad in your life that was a male.
I absolutely grew up with a father figure.
Exactly.
Like, he wasn't blood, but I always had good like male figures in my life. I actually the whole concept of that I just think is hilarious.
Yeah,
like
I know
the fact that that's what like stands out to people, and I'm like, fatherless. I'm like child of divorce. Like, I mean, it's adversity. Like, it's not necessarily about like that. I'm like, I don't think it made any difference.
You don't?
No.
No,
like I definitely. I just can't. I can't even wrap my head around how someone would think like that necessarily leads to this, because like if anything, like I'm more confident. I like feel empowered. I like I have all these things that like what does not having a dad have to do with it? Is I didn't have someone to like fucking crack the whip and keep me in line.
Yeah,
I did, and he didn't. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I think about it all the time.
If anything, it just means I'm more independent and I'm less concerned about what other people think.
I think they talk about like, because you're lacking that, you know, the love or something from, you know, your father or getting that, you know, external validation. And I've read a little bit about it because I was like, I want to get to the bottom of it because I know men and women that have had their parents have been happily married and they still get into sex work. You know, so you know both sides of it. But it always like we said earlier on, that it's just like there's that negative narrative when it comes to women in sex work. And then on top of that, if that woman, like her father wasn't around, the daddy issues just comes up all the time. And I'm like always trying to like unpack it. I'm like, where did it come from?
I date anyone that's like, or like I talk to a guy that's like more than 2 years older than me. People are like, daddy issues, eh? There it is.
Really?
There you go. And I'm like, is it though?
Yeah.
Like, does it have anything to do with
Have you had
that?
much thought about it? Like, does that give you that thought?
I don't think I've actually like sat there and thought about it at all really, because I just think it's like, I don't see any, I think it's a moot point really. But I can.
We'll move on.
No, I can see like, I just don't think like, that job does not, like none of the men, especially the men on OnlyFans, I don't get validation from any of that. Like maybe like in real life, sure, like I definitely find validation in men. And it's been, you know, I think I'm at a point now where I can self-validate and I don't need to find it externally, especially like from men. But I don't think like the job really brings you a lot of like validation. You don't really get a kick out of anything. It feels like work.
It doesn't feel like the love that you didn't get from your dad.
I'm not like, oh wow, this is really scratching an itch I didn't know I had. It doesn't do that for me at all.
What about relationships? I know that you just said you're very single at the moment.
Very single.
This isn't a dating show. Like no one's.
If anyone,
actually, we've got a few callers coming in.
Caller on line 3, get them up.
Pitch. How has your job influenced dating, meeting guys? Like
people actually ask me this, and I think it doesn't.
Yeah,
but.
Well, you mentioned before that a guy was too embarrassed. Like, can you keep what you do on the down lows? It's like, what the fuck? Like, does that like if you? I don't know if you gone.
Maybe that is why I'm single.
Do you date guys? Like, do you go on dates? Does it come up in conversation?
I don't tend to go on dates mainly because, especially in Melbourne, you know what a common date is a wine bar. You go to a wine bar, and that doesn't work for me.
So upper class.
Yeah, or like
we can't just go to the beach.
No,
you
can't just like do something.
Let's go for a run. We want to go run together.
I could do that. Go for a run, but like I'm also a fucking athlete. Good chance they're not keeping up, and that's just embarrassing for them. So like, what do you do?
Narrow your search for men.
I mean, there was a few contenders at High Rocks over the weekend.
I bet there was.
Actually, maybe some names you know. There were a couple like boys from the Gold Coast.
I would know them. Don't say them on the podcast. We'll keep it. Talk to me about later on.
Yeah. I should have brought it up in this order. But you know what? If I'm being realistic, I would say it probably does affect.
It does, you reckon?
Yeah. Mainly because it's so out in the open because of the social media thing. People ask questions instantly. Like, I think if it was like, if you get a chance to meet me and sit down with me without knowing me from social media or anything along those lines first, you would be like, she's a cool chick. She's like, you know, she's really good quality. And then if it came up later, I think it's something you could probably just like work through. You either work out whether it's going to work or it's not. I think a lot of people probably write me off instantly because they're like, she does that without even getting to know me.
I find that a lot, and that's something that I'm trying to encourage in other people is understand what you see on social media.
You wrote me off.
No,
I was like,
no.
Interesting.
I never do that because I know what it feels like to get written off and to people judge you for, you know, past things or anything like that. That I'm so open-minded and understanding about what you see on social media is 99% of the time not always true.
100%.
Like that's just, you know, like an actor or, you know, a mask or what they want you to see. Like I'm more important, like what's important to me is getting to know the person first. Like, and that's what I love. And even when I see, you know, genuine videos online, I'm like, good on you. Like, well done, because not everyone does that.
No.
And that's what you get the most views or people that love the most is like, fuck yeah, like you humanize social media where like, fuck yeah, like I'm addicted to fucking vaping. Wow, this is a fucking, we're both in this shared suffering together.
Yeah.
But that's something that I really try to like get through to people is like, don't judge someone straight away. Get to know them.
Yeah.
Get to know them first, and then have your sort of fucking judgments. But I always try to lead with curiosity. Like,
it's also like the go-to these days. Is it like you cross paths with someone, or like what's the first thing you do? You ask for their social media.
Yeah, oh, mate.
So it's like,
I was traveling in America, and the people were like, "What's your Instagram handle?" And I was like, "What does handle mean?" Like, for one, and then,
I'm old.
And then I was like, "I don't even have like any of that." They're like, "Facebook." I was like, "Nah," and they're like, "You're hiding something." I'm like, "Why does it seem like I'm hiding something?"
I would think you are.
Oh, would you? Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Like if I met a guy and he was like, "I don't have any of that," I'd be like suspicious. Actually,
but it's more awkward to say I'm going through mental health struggles and I'm an addict and I want to not be on social media.
I'm on a cleanse.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got to get off it. They'll be like, "Fuck, that's a lot of information. I've just met you."
Yeah, true.
You know, so it's like it comes with it. Why can't you accept it that I just don't get on it? Like, why do you have to like?
I should leave with that. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually not going to give you my Instagram handle because then you'll know I do OnlyFans and I want you to get to know me first
before you prejudge me.
Yeah, maybe I'll just have that little conversation first and see how it goes.
Yeah. We'll let you know how it goes. You're not on a dating apps or anything?
No. I'm actually banned from dating apps.
What?
Yeah, this is a crazy actually I probably can't talk about it on here. It's still an ongoing investigation.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you cut stuff out of this?
Yeah, we can edit stuff out of this. Yeah. He wants to know. Look at him.
Yeah. How fucked?
Yeah.
I know. How fucked is this? So basically, have you ever seen the Tinder Swindler?
Yes.
Like the show?
Yes.
You haven't seen it?
Watch it. Netflix
you gotta watch
show.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically this guy swindles like all these women out of heaps of money. Someone used my photos and swindled like, oh fuck. Like as in I got back from Austria last year in January, got a call from the Queensland police and they were like, "Hey Steph, like, you know, this has happened. We have 17 victims and they've lost $1.6 million collectively."
Fuck off.
And I'm like, well, check my bank accounts. I don't have 1.6 mil. And yeah, someone had used my photos. Someone had a picture of my uni ID card. And I go to USC, like University of the Sunshine Coast. And
Well, and then, but how does that happen? Like, does he pretend it's you and then he gives them photos and gets some money? Like, how was the process working?
Someone was subscribed to my OnlyFans, so buying content of me, like randomly from different accounts as well, just being like, "Can you, send me a video?" And they'd pay me like $100 USD and be like, "Send me a video of you being like, hey, can you please help me with my college expenses this month?" And then they would use that video. They'd take that video, which again, also illegal. They'd take that video off OnlyFans and then send it to this person. And I'm like, I'm sitting here going like, I'm making a bag of like doing random videos. I'm like, this is a piece of piss. I was fucking loving it.
So it's still ongoing at the moment?
Well, it's an ongoing investigation. So yeah, they were like, well, we're going to have to fly you to Queensland. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're keeping this in, by the way.
Yeah,
don't you fucking edit that stuff out. We're keeping that in. Hey?
Do you want me to edit it out or?
No.
Okay. We'll do
Sure.
it later.
Yeah, keep it in, brush.
But anyway, this is why I'm banned from Tinder and Hinge.
Yeah.
Is because my name's like Black Band.
Of course it would be.
Yeah, because I'm a swindler.
So you're making my dating life harder.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I know. Honestly, I'm like, kick a man when he's down. How the fuck am I ever going to find a partner?
Run clubs.
Run clubs.
High Rocks.
And this is
High Rocks,
people,
Auckland.
I know. People are like, oh, use like, you can use Instagram. And I'm also like, I don't know. Like, I got like 90,000 followers on Instagram. Who's legit? Who's not? Because I don't know. Like, and people be like, you only ever respond to the blue ticks. I'm like, because I know that's a legitimate person.
Verified. Like, yeah, I have to.
Yeah, like,
I don't have to,
that's
but
safe.
Yeah.
Like,
I got swindled.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, you never know.
What's is it long term? Do you think? Like, do you have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan? Are you just going,
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I think when I started, the whole idea for me was like, I want to get to a point where I can live off my passive income. So I want to invest money and I want to do these things to set myself up so I can go back to like working a normal job, whatever that is, and like do something that I really like and not have the pressure of like doing something for a financial reason.
Yeah.
Like if I really, really, really enjoy shoveling dog shit, I want to do that for a living. Do you know what I mean? Like anything.
Yeah.
If I want to be a bin man, I didn't want the pressure. Like I wanted to be able to do anything and not have to stress about money. And then like obviously had all these issues with the like ATO and debt. And now I mean, again, it's the same kind of thing, but where is that actually? It would probably mean another 5 years. But I also don't want to feel like I want to quit whenever I want to quit. Like I had a very like stern goal in mind and now I'm like, it is what it is. And that's why I chose the degree that I'm doing now, like business and marketing, because I want to be my own boss and I don't want to be in a position where I like could be judged or like not, you know, treated the same as other people because of decisions that I made. And I don't really think it's the issue that it used to be. Like I ran the social media for, do you know Roccaverde, the hair salon on the coast? I did all their social media for like, I just randomly, like Sarah, the woman that owns it, offered me a job. She's like, I just like your vibe. And I was doing OnlyFans and she didn't give a fuck and she paid me really well. And I was just doing that on top of it. And I was like these days it's not even necessarily about, and that's why I was so hell-bent on like going to uni and getting this because I'm like, I want some credentials here because if someone ever wants to like throw this in my face, I want to be like, well,
actually,
I'm going to be good at this job.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. Like, if you want to judge me based off that, you're fucking lost.
I was chatting to a couple of friends and the question that always comes up is if you want to settle down, have kids, have a family of your own, you know, whatever's on the internet is on the internet forever. Forever.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've thought about? Like, I know you're still very young. I know you're very single. I know all these things. I'm rubbing it in. All these things that seem like they're, you know, they're far away in your future, but if it's part of your future, does that come into your mind in terms of, you know, if your kids one day would, you know, potentially see what's online? Obviously, if it's a decision you've already sort of made and you're comfortable with.
I'm just so chill with it. Like, I just don't think it's that deep. Like,
you'd be like to your kids, there's something out there, you probably don't want to go see it. But like in terms of like,
kids, like, I know if I have a son, that poor bloke is going to get, like, imagine him sitting in school and his mate's going to be like, "Oi, this is your mum." I don't know, maybe name change, move to Dubai or something.
You thought about it?
I've thought about it and I'm just.
Living in the moment.
And as soon as I made that decision to like do it the first time, now it's already out there. So like,
go all in.
Yeah, you go all in. Like there's no point.
There's no tiptoeing around it,
there's no point half-assing it now. I can't go back on what I've done. So
you're proud of it.
Head first.
I have a quick fire questions to finish off.
Okay, perfect.
So you can answer these as quickly or as long as you like. How have you defined success in your life, not professionally but personally?
I feel like I've always said this to everyone. Like all I want in life, like take away financial goals or anything. Like, dude, I just want to be happy. Like it's all I fucking want. Like I've been in some really dark places and if I'm happy 90% of the time, I'm living a good life.
How is your mental health now?
That's a good question. It's a work in progress. I think it's always a work in progress. You know what? I think once you change your mentality around like, I remember the last time I kind of like went into a bit of a depressive episode. I was like, I cannot do this again. Like I cannot go through this again because like I've been really down and depressed before and it is like you just feel like you're so deep in a hole that you fucking can't get out of. And now as much as like I used to, and it's like a massive anxiety thing is that you get scared to feel that feeling again or like, you know, things go really good and then all of a sudden you're like something bad's going to happen.
You're waiting for something bad to happen,
because like life just isn't good forever. But now I'm really vigilant to like look at the shitty times as the biggest opportunity for growth. As much as I'm like, oh, fucking here we go. I'm like, we're on. Like this is going to be like a challenging month, but it's going to be good. And I'm going to come out the other end. I'm going to feel tenfold better. So it's worth it.
I love that because you got to change your view on the hard times because like I went through life thinking that happiness or a successful life is not having any problems. That's how naive I was. So like I'll go through life and I'm like, why have I keep gotten problems? Like I must have a shit life.
And then I had to realize the fact that like you're always going to have issues and problems is how you view them.
Yeah.
And understand like when those problems come up, it's an opportunity for growth and to learn and to get better. And like once I made that choice, like when issues will come up, I'm like, yes, like I've got something to work on now. Like I'm going to be a better, we're on.
Yeah. And I think like the better you get, it's like in life, it's like how efficiently you deal with these problems. Like that's what the progress is in life. Is like something that would have had you down for 6 months. Now you can deal with it in 3 weeks and you're good. You're on the other side.
Yeah. That's how quickly you can sort of bounce back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you grateful for?
My mom. My mom. I'm just so grateful for her. I could literally cry just talking about her. She's like, I've just never felt so supported, and it just doesn't matter what goes wrong in life. Like when I got this tax bill, and it was about $200,000, and if I scraped together everything I had at the time, because there were other things that I'd had to pay for and like other things that had gone on, I was still going to be short by about 50 grand. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like I called her, and just like, she was like, we will sort it out. Like you don't need to worry. And I was like, this is fucking morbid, but I was like, I get why people kill themselves because of financial issues, because I'm like, I cannot see a way out. Like I just can't. And I was never been so fucking stressed in my life. And she was like, it's going to be all right. And she just talked me off that ledge. And I genuinely believed it, even though she didn't give me any, like, she wasn't necessarily sitting there like, I'll pay for it or like, I'll sort it out. But I just believed that it was going to be okay because she said it was.
Made you feel like you're safe.
Yeah.
Angel.
Just angel.
If you could go back to a time in your life, where would you go and why?
Where would I go? I actually don't know. I feel like there isn't anything that I would want to go back and do. I'm very like, let's on the straight and narrow. Let's keep moving forward.
What's done is done in the past. Yeah,
and there's a reason that everything happened the way it happened. And I think changing anything would just be detrimental.
What's your proudest moment?
It's so funny that you say this because I ask people this question all the time. There are a couple moments that I'm really proud of. Buying a brand new car, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I've made it. Like this is it. Doing a marathon was probably the best feeling I've ever had in my life. Like I just doubted, I doubted myself going into it and just proved myself that I could do it. I was like, if you can do that, you can actually do anything. Like it's all so mental.
Good. Yeah, it is. What's been the hardest day of your life?
Wow, that's a tough one. Hardest day of my life. I actually don't even know if I could think of one. There's one time that I remember my grandma had just passed away, and it was like in the middle of COVID, and she was in New Zealand, and so like none of us could go to the funeral. That was just shitty. Like it was just sucked. My dog dying, that one actually, I'm gonna take that back. I'm sorry, Grandma, may you rest in peace. But my dog dying was honestly like the hardest.
The worst, eh?
Like I've had family members die, but like honestly, losing that dog, oh my God, that little fella got me through so many things. Like honestly.
What is it about pets though? Because it's like you have that bond with an animal that you can't talk to, but you know that it loves you and you love it.
And I literally thought to myself, I was in Japan and it was 2 days before my birthday. My mum called and she's like, we have to put Sammy down. Like this has happened. And I was in bits, man. Like that was just, and all I could think about is I was like, I've done this and I've been through breakups and I've done like all these things and he's been there and I'm like, what am I going to do when I have to do that again? I'm like, well, I can never get in another relationship because I can't go through another breakup because the dog's not here. It's so fucked. But yeah, that was brutal.
Last question for you. Do you feel enough?
I want to say yes, but I'm always like a strive for more kind of girl. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing really. I definitely chase those like moments that make me feel really good, like doing the marathon. That was a really, really, really good feeling. I can imagine finishing uni is going to feel pretty fucking good. Perhaps buying a house would feel good.
Yeah.
Like there, but it's not like the be all and end all. Like I don't think I'm ever going to be satisfied by like doing things. But
internally, do you feel enough without the materialistic things?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I'm a really fucking good person.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. And I like the people that I love really love me too.
Yeah. I do have a surprise for you.
Is it a boyfriend? Is it a dog? What is it?
It's a dog. So I have a closing tradition of the podcast where I don't ask the last question. So I get friends and family. They send in questions for the guests as a surprise.
Okay.
God. So
who sent this in?
For you today,
we got a caller on line 1.
We do have a caller. So this is is it your good friend Celine?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I wonder if you can hear it on the mics, but yeah, we'll go.
Hey Steffi, Sally here. Question. So sorry about the voice. What fear do you think holds you back the most? And now I know you only said one, but I'm going to sneak in 2. What dream do you keep putting off and why? Love you.
Oh,
Good questions.
she's my bitch, bro. I fucking love her.
What fear is holding you back in life?
Yeah.
And what was the last one? What dream are you avoiding?
I
wanted to listen to that again.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one.
Yeah.
And what? Yeah.
Hey Steffi, Sally. Question. So, sorry about this. Do you think holds you back first?
We'll tackle that one first.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say a fear of like losing my independence. I like getting in a relationship. I know I joke about being single, but I actually am so scared to get in a relationship because I've gotten so good at being on my own and dealing with my own emotions. And it's kind of like what we were talking about before, like when I've gotten so good at dealing with these things, whereas like I had a really anxious attachment style when I was in relationships and I was like partially like really needy. And then, you know, you go away and you grow and people are always like, you know, you need to be single and grow and do these things. And then you get into a relationship and it's funny because you go straight back to doing what you were doing because you don't actually grow. It's like when people are like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship yet, but you don't actually make the changes like from doing it on your own and being single. You have to get better at doing it in a relationship. Like how am I meant to learn to not get anxiously attached if I'm not letting myself get attached to anyone at all?
Yeah. If I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you're not going to get anxiously attached. You've got no one to get attached to.
You'll be constantly doing the work in the moment.
Yeah. So like you have to put yourself back in that situation.
Back into the deep end.
And then you have to like go through it again.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do that, man. And I'm so selfish, like not in a bad way, just in a I don't want to make decisions based off what anyone else wants or what's going to suit anyone else. And I'm very empathetic and I'm very conscious about what other people that I care about, like how my actions make them feel. And I just can't be asked. I can't.
Now.
Yeah.
Is this a time in your life right now where this is the season?
I've been single for 3 years. Like at what point do I'm like get over that? Because I think now it's like it's more of a mental block. Like I just don't want to give that up. It's kind of like I didn't want to give up vaping though.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want you to think that you need a boyfriend.
No. And I definitely don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm good on my own, but
it's nice to be the little spoon on Sundays.
It's true, man.
But
it's
you
just
don't.
a Sunday.
It's just a Sunday. Yeah, it's a Sunday. But from Monday to Saturday, you're all sweet.
Yeah,
it's just a season in your life, and I'm sure that right person will come along when it's time to come along.
Like I'm not holding my breath, but
So in that last bit. What is a dream?
What dream do I keep putting off? I don't know. I would say, like, I guess keeping it on theme with what I said before, like, I think I've convinced myself, like, I could die happy without having kids and without being, like, getting married. And, like, I really do genuinely feel that. But is it something that I also, like, partially want as well?
Crave,
yeah. I think I would like to have a family of my own one day.
I think it'll be interesting to see what you're like at 28 years old.
Yeah, my mum also says she's like, oh, because I was always like, I don't need kids to be happy, like, or feel fulfilled. Like, I think my life would feel just as full without them. And she's like, nah, you'll get to your 30s and you'll be like, I wish I had kids. But
time will tell.
Yeah,
we'll wait and see.
I'm still so young.
You are. And you mentioned Arthur at the start, how he's been sort of your rock.
Yeah.
He sends some things through as well.
Oh, no.
And he even messaging him, he is like,
he's fucking hilarious.
He's like, we're gonna throw a spanner in the mix here. I was like, I fucking love your vibe, mate. He's just like, no worries, buddy.
God, I'm scared.
Okay, let's throw a bit of chaos into the mix. So, not a lot of people know this about you, but I do. I know you can freestyle, so I'd like you to tell the audience what your rap name is.
I think he gave me a rap name once.
He's not done.
Oh God.
And if we kindly play a Wu-Tang Clan instrumental beat of your choice, would you be able to lay down some bars for us?
No.
Get him, Tiger.
That is bullshit. I don't know where he's pulled that from.
I said to him, I go, are you throwing her on the bus here?
Yeah, he's absolutely thrown me under the bus.
Rap name though. I won't get you to freestyle.
Yeah,
unless you want to freestyle.
No. I'm not freestyling. We put this in a generator once.
Oh, rap name generator.
Yeah. It came up with something. It was like Crank It Keenan or something really
Cranky Keenan.
Crank It.
Crank It Keenan.
Crank It Keenan.
Don't we do that with your dog's name in your first street? Or is that your porn name?
Your what?
Have you heard that? Your first street that you lived in, and then it's your name of your dog. So like mine would be like Krusty Tide. No, not Krusty, Rusty. That's terrible. We can edit that out.
Krusty Tide.
Yeah.
Well, mine would be Oval Sammy. Did you use the dog first?
Yeah.
Or Sammy.
Sounds better. Nothing sounds good at all.
My mum's house was
Yeah.
white cedar. It's a tree.
So thanks for that, Celine and Arthur.
I can't believe you reached out to Arthur.
Why not?
No, it's so true.
Yeah.
He's fucking pisser, man.
Yeah. He sounds hilarious.
Yeah, he's such good quality.
When you were telling me that he's a little bit fucking weird, I was like, no. I was like nodding. I was like,
and
yeah.
like the amount of people that like would like, because he's just got a real different vibe. Like they're like, really, you and Arthur like get along, and I'm like, I didn't see it at the start. So he's really changed my sense of humor about things.
Cool. Steph, thank you so much for coming on today.
No, this is actually really nice.
I love meeting you. The morning that we had together, and also like getting to know you on a more personal level. Like I mentioned before, that I love getting to know the person rather than what you see online. Yeah. That really fills my cup. So thank you for being so honest and vulnerable and sharing those stories about yourself. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This has been awesome.
Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Mind Your Head. If you'd like to support the show, be sure to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcasts. It really supports the show and helps others discover us. Don't forget to join us on Instagram and TikTok at mindyourhead.podcast. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land in which we record this podcast, the Gubbi Gubbi people. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Indigenous peoples. We honour their enduring connection to the land, waters and culture, and recognise their invaluable contributions they make to our communities. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.